Hi Sagittarius, it's Power and Light Tarot coming at you with the reading. Today we have another cool tarot reading, and let's get started. And we have with the angel, helpful people. Alright, so when this card comes up, it means somebody wants to be attentive or helpful, nice, dedicated, stuff like that. Let's see what else we have. And we'll take this one within the next few months. So maybe somebody helpful is coming within the next few months, right? That's always good, right? Everybody needs a little bit of help. I feel like they do. This is going to get real specific, though. I can already tell. Let's see what else we have with the little vampires. So we have angels and vampires, all right? And then we have, I don't know, nuns and dancers, right? Just kidding. Let's see what else we have. We have that death will come. So when this card shows up, it means that something is fated to end. Right? For sure. Finite, fragile. Something's getting ready to break down here, or already has, or something here. And let's see. We have free will, sovereignty, independence, free spirit. Okay, so somebody doesn't like being within the confines of something. They're going to use their free will. And so they are, bringing in some type of an ending, or letting something maybe just die, right? I feel like there's going to be a transformation here as well. Whenever we see death anyway, it always happens, right? Yeah, let's see what else we have from the little vampires. My little friend. We have witness, to know, personal evidence, to speak out. Yeah, the witness is like the high priestess. This is the all-knowing, right? The witness, like you're sure. Or sometimes it can talk about, maybe some type of speaking out. To explain what you know, right? Somebody's like trusts that, no, maybe there's a soulmate here. It looks like that so far, but let's see what else we have. Let's see what else we got for Sagittarius. And we have Queen of Acorns, and that is the Queen of Wands right there. Yeah, is that the right? Passion and creativity, that's right. I'm pretty sure the acorns, let's see here. I haven't used these cards in forever. Pretty sure that is the Queen of Wands, but passion for sure. We already know, fire signs are passionate. Let's see what else we have. We have the Eight of Acorns. This is the Eight of Wands, energy and results. Yeah, this makes sense because the Eight of Wands is about energy. It's about movement and power and results right here. Something is going to happen here for sure, and there's something that is like moving, changing, ending, creating a new beginning, but it's about somebody's free will here. Somebody might have had to take matters into their own hands. Maybe they had to become independent. I don't know. But this says here, free will, independence, right? So let's find out. Yeah, as the owl always says, right? He says, how many licks does it take to get to the center of the Tootsie Pop? And, a little boy asked him, and he just ate his pop, right? Which was kind of ridiculous, but when you go to other people for, I don't know, for silly stuff, right? It was a kid though, so I get it, right? That was a good one, showing trust your own judgment, right? Yeah, definitely. Don't go ask somebody because you think they might be smarter than you. Let's see what else we have. That's depends. If you guys want to get a psychic reading, I always check for accuracies. Sagittarius, I always do, and of course before we're done with the reading, but I always check. They're lots of fun. We have different formats. You can get a video call. I can record that, or you can have your own recording, whatever you would like. And the tarot cards are done the same way. And regarding the psychic and the tarot readings, if you don't understand somebody, know somebody, really good to get one of those, especially the psychic readings, and that's the combo for sure. But yeah, I can help you with that if you don't know somebody, you just met them, or for your own insight as well. Mystic Sense is a free 5-minute psychic reading, and you can get a past life reading, and that is directly related to past life karma, releasing it, standing in your power in this life. You become aware that you are holding on to past life karma, right? And anyway, yeah, and it's very soulful. Yes. So let's see what else we have. Let's see what we got. Everything's in the description box. So we start with the Emperor. Here he is, the big, tall Emperor. And yeah, let's see what else. And he's got his kind of map here, but his map is more like, all these astrology signs here. And he's sitting out here in the kind of kind of the meadow, but it's more like he's in some place like, I don't know, what's rocky, Pakistan, Uzbekistan, something like that. Yeah. Yeah, he's there with his dog. Let's see what we have. The Emperor is about results, and we have that card. The Emperor is about charting, mapping out your own chart forward, right? So we start with the Three of Wands, Sagittarius, Six of Swords. Today we have the Good Witch cards, or the everyday. All right, so we have the Nine of Cups reversed, and these don't read in the reverse, so there's definitely a meaning. What that means is that, and this is in the concern, like I'm not going to have my wish. That's what somebody's concerned about here, right? Yeah. They're not going to have their wish come true. They're not going to have results. They're not going to, end up with some type of passionate, creating of a relationship, something like that. Yeah, and this person's coming helpful. So whatever that means to you, Sagittarius, and whoever they are, right? That means that they don't have ego and that they're kind of ready to be of service to you. It's a very Virgo card, it is, or Virgo energy type, but yeah, and so let's see what else we have. Yeah, and we start the reading here with the Three of Wands, and she is waving her magic wand for her future. She knows she has to do more than just wave the wand, Sagittarius. She's not a nimwit, right? But she is being passionate and courageous because these are wands, and there is no movement in this life without a little bit of courage, and that's what wands are about. Yeah, taking action. So here we have her doing that, and she's kind of trying to abracadabra, bring me a new future. That's what she's really trying to do. The black cat is there to support her, help her with her intuition, but she said, oh, come on, kitty, you can go home. I got my own intuition here. Six of Swords, it's in the crossing energy. There's a full moon. Today is the Scorpio full moon. Yes. And this could be intense for some people, right? The Scorpio moon can talk about intense relationships, sex, charisma, power. Give you power struggles sometimes. It can talk about, your joint assets and building, money with other people. Yeah, it is about intimate relationships. It's about your psychic ability, and it's about rebirth. So it's about endings and rebirth as well. So which one of those, you're going to experience, that is, unclear here. It all depends on your rising sign for the most part, and secondly, your sun sign. But this is a very, it could be really intense for some people. It could be emotional, right? People could be sneaky around this time too, and secrets can come out because the full moon can illuminate, right? A full moon is something that is culminating, that was started when we had the Scorpio new moon back at the end of, in November of 2024. So if you can think back to what you were doing then, or somebody else really close to you, you'll understand the dynamic of what is going on for you. Yeah. All right. So Six of Swords is, here's the full moon, but he's going somewhere. It's a transition. It's like, I need a new life. I'm out, right? So he's got these six swords with him. Sixes represent a recognizing something, right? A revealing. The full moon can reveal something. It can be a powerful realization, right? And this sits in the challenge. So somebody is on their own new path after some powerful recognition here, realizing something probably very deep. The full moon's here, as I said. And why it's all happening is the Ace of Pentacles. So somebody wants a solid new beginning here. Somebody's really trying to manifest this. That's what this is about. Now the transition, or him leaving, he's got these other people with him. He's going off to have a new life, sitting in the challenging energy, or the crossing. But it's a little bit of a challenge in this reading. It is, right? So we have this, yeah, it is. So let's get a card on the Six of Swords. And we have now the Seven of Cups. Yeah, see, somebody has chosen love here. She's choosing the cup with the heart. And the other witch, the kind of store owner, she's thinking, oh, that was the right choice, right? She could have chose this other stuff. It could be self-love as well. I feel like it's both. And so somebody looks like they made a choice here. Maybe they don't know if they can reach you or get to you, or possibly, right? Or if they can manifest this, as I mentioned. And we have this witness card, which really means a powerful realization. Right here. Here she is. Yeah. So, yeah. And so over here is the Hermit. And there could be a Virgo here. What I said, that helpful people card is very Virgo. But it doesn't necessarily have to be. But, everybody has Virgo in their chart anyway. Everybody does. Everybody has Scorpio, and everybody. Just in a different house for us, right? Depending on where it will really affect us, kind of like that. So let's get a card on the Hermit and see what she's doing there. She's got too much makeup on to be a hermit, but hey, that's okay. She could be her own new style of hermit, right? She could kind of fixed up here and not depressed, right? I feel like the Hermit is depressed, right? So here we have the little bit. Here sometime, mostly. Here's the owl with her. So she has gained spiritual insight, which is the whole point of the Hermit. I feel like the Hermit is named after Hermes, who was, he's a messenger or not, but he was definitely intelligent, but spiritually intelligent. Hermes, he had a wise affirmation for everything, right? And some of the stuff is so common, you're like, well, aren't people supposed to know that? Yeah, but do they? No, not all, right? So that's Hermes. And then we have the Three of Pentacles reversed. Wow, look at that. As I said, these really don't read in the reverse. So, but Three of Pentacles reversed. This is sitting external to you. Something didn't work out here, and that's why we have this card, that death will come. There's a fated ending here. This is all fated. I have 2 full moons here. Yeah, I like to talk about fate. Yeah, I do, because I feel like it's fun, right? Yeah. Everybody has fate in their chart, in their life, because you have your North Node and all kinds of stuff in your chart. So everybody has fate to a certain degree, yeah. Some have more fated events and some have less, but everybody has something definitely that was fated, right? All right, so the World card's here, and she's throwing the hat here, and the World card's kind of about a celebration. It's like I made it. I made it, finally. I went through, I don't know, I went to the dungeon, somebody was mean to me, I had a breakup, throwing out anything here. But the World card's about a major maturity. And everything kind of that leads up to that, which are a lot of can be challenging chapters in people's lives. It's called growth and evolution, right? But the World card's here, and she's happy. And that is coming full circle. That's what that's about, right? We have Saturn and Aries. That can definitely be about coming full circle. That is if people have prepared or done the work or were disciplined or, paying attention to kind of, where their life was going, things like that. Otherwise, Saturn and Aries is a big restriction. All right. So we have the Queen of Pentacles reversed now. And that is a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. Could be next to this Hermit or a Virgo, right? But the World card's with it. And, maybe there is an Earth sign here who kind of went through all these changes and challenges. There are challenges when we have the World card next to the Three of Pentacles reversed. The Three of Pentacles is about working things out, collaborating, not challenges, right? Something happened here to somebody here, and they went through some type of an ending, and they know that it's like fated or it was necessary. Yeah, definitely. Now, here's the Seven of Swords. And in this deck, Sagittarius, here's the witch. And, she's leaving with 5 swords. So when you leave with 5, a chapter's ending. 5s are about they can be about short-lived victories, but they're definitely about challenging chapters of 5. So here she's walking by the bookcase. There's, where there's 40 books. Like she learned something, right? I mean, that's what that means. It means wisdom. And these 2 swords are above it. This can be kind of like, being kind of very vigilant about becoming insightful, about evolving with these 2 swords up here that are crossed. This is a trip. Like, well, I've learned, so of course it's going to close chapters in my life. That's what that's about. And so, yeah, let's get a card on that. And that sits in the past with the Ace of Cups. Yeah, see, somebody leaves something and they do it with wisdom and insight. They it's supposed to end. Like I've changed because the Hermit is here, and here's the Owl sitting with her, right? Yeah, you know she's changed if she's a hermit and she's wearing blush. Yeah, okay, and eyeshadow, and she cut her hair nice, all right? So, all right, so Nine of Cups reversed. Somebody wants a new beginning in love with you, Sagittarius. That's what this is about. It is. And, and I feel like they walked out on something, or they left here. They learned, they became wiser, and they go, this isn't for me. Yeah, it's time to go. Now we have, and so the Ace of Cups is what they want. Right next to the Nine of Cups reversed in the concern. This could be too that I was with somebody, or I was in a situation where that person was not my wish anymore. Like the passion went out. The Nine of Cups, there's a lot of passion. We have 9 cups full. In the reverse, there is Zippo passion left. The thrill is gone, baby. So it sits in the concern. So with the Ace of Cups over here, you're somebody's major wish here, Sagittarius, for sure. Yeah, for sure. All right. So let's get a card on the Nine of Cups reverse, sitting with the Knight of Cups, and he's bringing a big chalice of love, right? And he's going somewhere. He's trusting his intuition. He has his calico cat here, definitely. It doesn't have to be black. No, it doesn't. And all these kind of bubbly hearts are coming out. Maybe you turn this person down in the past or something. It's possible. Something happened where somebody recognized something and they're like, yeah, this is a game changer, and this is changing my life, or my life has to change, either like that. 3 of Swords sitting right here in the environment. So the 3 of Swords, the window's open and the crows or the magpies are outside. And it's raining pretty hard, and it's definitely night. And this bed here has a journal on it, and there's 3 swords in this heart. There's also a feather. So, feathers can talk about communication. They can talk about wishes. They can. Interesting. Could be like a quill as well, like a pen. I feel like it is to write in this journal. But this is in the environment. Somebody really got with themselves here with this journal. They got to know who they really were, and they're like, okay, it's time for changes, right? And we have that, the very final kind of true potential here, or potential outcome is the 8 of Acorns. This is results. So, yeah. So, that's what this is about. In the environment, 3 of Swords. Somebody could have got their heart broken after somebody went into some type of kind of, maybe they don't realize it, but, maybe they went into kind of a spiritual awakening. But somebody realizes something, and it's definitely they do here. And the Hanged Man, yeah, it could be an epiphany right here. Right? The Hanged Man representing Pisces, the 12th house of the superconscious mind. Also about surrendering and endings can be. Transcendence. Right? Which is overcoming obstacles spiritually. That's really what that is. Yeah, so somebody is overcoming something here. They definitely are, after they had some major insight, major spiritual insight. So we have the Strain card, and that is what somebody has learned, self-mastery here, you see. And so she has her lion there, and this is about courage too. And, as I always say, self-mastery gives you courage, right? Yeah, it's not the other way around, no. Let's see what we got. We have the 5 of Swords. So, these witches are, 2 of them are losing their head here, and the other one's like, oh no, this is you're overreacting. One's crying, and then the other one's like, oh. And so the smart one here, or the calm and balanced and, kind of, she's standing there and she's looking at the swords like this is a good thing. So she's holding 2. And the other 3 are kind of flying up because they were doing some type of a spell. And so what this means is that, like, she's seeing it as a good thing. Like, this is what I need. I need this chapter to end, something like that. And these other 2 are like, oh no, oh please, right? So this is courage about something that is somebody's realizing there's like a blessing in disguise here, Or, you know what, maybe this is really going to be good for me because there's some type of kind of stagnation somebody moves away from. Yeah, and they do that with free will and their free spirit, right? They do. All right, and the potential outcome is the moon, another full moon here with these cards, right? They didn't really have to come out, but a few cards here with full moons, at least 3. That's kind of a lot. I feel like it is. And so in the potential outcome is the moon card. And this is really interesting because somebody is seeing themselves very powerful here with some type of an awakening or like Scorpio kind of energy, right? Because we're at the Scorpio or Piscean energy or just very intuitive energy here. And the cat, with this intuitive insight, he looks into the pond and because it's given him courage and self-mastery and stuff like that, this wisdom, this insightful wisdom or wise insight, right? And so here, the black cat looks into the pond and says, wow, I'm really a jaguar. I'm not a black cat. What's the other one? I forgot the other, panther. Yeah, I'm really a panther. I think it's a, I'm not a little black cat. What was I thinking before, right? So this is about somebody who completely changes the way they look at life, and because of they went through some type of spiritual awakening. And they could have really maybe wanted to free themselves in some way a while back. This is a choice. This isn't like this part's a choice. This choice about wanting this Ace of Cups with you, Sagittarius. That is a choice. The other part is somebody evolved and and it changed them. But yeah, there's a definite choice here, and that's very cool. And this is within a few months, within the next few months, and I'm not sure when that'll happen, right? But because these are general readings. If you guys want to get your own readings, just let me know. Thanks so much for joining me. It's a beautiful reading. And yeah, please like, share, and subscribe. It helps me to keep these videos coming to you guys. And hit that little bell, you guys, in order to receive all my notifications. Want to get a fun reading? Yeah, check out the description box below.